If you wish to know the truth of death, all it takes is one step inward. Truth is not found in knowing what death is, but in accepting what life was. My name is Elias, and this is the final story I wrote before no one remembered me. The Library Beyond Death. In a dusty, forgotten city named Never, where the wind howled through hollow streets and shadows clung to crumbling buildings, a young man named Elias lived a solitary life. He was a traveling bookseller with a fascination for the bizarre and the forbidden. His cart of old tomes and parchment scrolls rattled through the alleyways, offering stories most had long forgotten, or dared not remember. One rainy afternoon, as Elias closed his stall in the far corner of the ancient bazaar, an old woman with eyes like glass marbles approached. Her voice was dry as dust when she held out a book wrapped in faded velvet. "This book," she whispered, "opens only on nights of the full moon, each time just one page." Before Elias could ask more, she vanished into the maze of market stalls. That night, under a full moon that hung low and silver over Never, Elias sat in his dim apartment and unwrapped the book. It had no title, no author, and no markings, just a smooth black leather cover. As the clock struck midnight, the book opened on its own. A single page revealed itself. And then the impossible happened. The floor beneath Elias cracked open in a flash of violet light, and he plummeted into the unknown. Elias awoke in a world unlike any he had imagined. He was standing in a massive library that stretched infinitely in every direction. The sky above was a swirling nebula of ink and stars. The shelves towered like cathedrals, filled with books that whispered, cried, laughed, or screamed. This was no ordinary place. This was the library beyond death. Here thoughts became real. If you feared something, it would take shape. If you longed for something, it would materialize briefly. But nothing lasted unless you truly understood it. In this world, reality bent to emotion and memory. Soon Elias met its strange inhabitants, the silent readers. They had once been human explorers of truth just like him, but they had become trapped, caught between pages and moments, seeking the final secret that would free them. To escape, one of them told Elias, a figure made of paper and candlelight, "You must read the last page. But it only appears when someone in the living world forgets your name." Elias was stunned. To uncover the truth, he had to be forgotten. Days turned to years inside the library, though time didn't flow as it did in the real world. Elias read stories that were alive, lived through memories that weren't his own, and fought creatures born from the minds of those who came before him. He grew wiser, lonely, powerful, and he began to fade from the memories of those in Never. His shop gathered dust. His name was no longer spoken. Until one day, as the final spark of remembrance vanished, a book floated down before him, his book. The final page glowed. As he read it, the library began to dissolve. The shelves collapsed into light. The readers bowed. And Elias smiled. He had become the story. Many years later, in a forgotten library at the edge of the world, a curious young girl dusted off a titleless book from a hidden shelf. On the first page it read. She turned the page, and the book opened. End.